And Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the 3. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside Tatum. Now White. Over in the corner, Brown. Down low. Here's Tatum. Caruso grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And stolen by Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. The fadeaway. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one. Limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
It's tipped. Pass to White. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. When he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now Williams, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Williams inside the line. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. White against Caruso. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 7 points for Jason Tatum.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
To the paint, here's Holiday. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's all evened up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
And the basket by Tatum.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The wide open look here for Caruso. Again, the Thunder score. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball. They're looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Ready to shoot. Porzingis fires.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. With the fadeaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Brown kicks to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Dort wide open. Again, the Thunder score.
The turnover leading to the turnout. That's a fast break. And Dort finishes it off.
Celtics trail by 3. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league. That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Holiday. Over in the corner, Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Holiday finding the lane. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Williams. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
There's so many plays where Jrue Holiday will show you just how creative he can be with the basketball.
To Holmgren. From deep. No good that time. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Holiday. He's guarded by Williams. Caruso, the pass to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. They're running.
You see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
The Thunder shooting 47% here so far. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Guling kita.
Picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Brown. It's deflected.
Tang
It's
ina.
turned off the drive.
You love it when Dort gets that kind of momentum and is charging towards the basket. Not many people wanting to get in his way.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. The
Tight
shot
pa rin.
no good.
The This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Here's White. There's Porzingis.
Pasok mo na yan. Tumalon na si Chef.
Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And no good. The wide open look here for Porzingis.
Bang! Step back pa.
Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Nice
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by
Hit check
just 2.
ng Boston ko ngayon. Day pa lang, hirap na hirap kagabi. Bawi na nga lang yung ano niya kaya tumaplo eh. 3-1 dapat, 3-1. 3-1 kami. 3-1 kami. Yung isa, ay hindi pala yun nakatulog siya. Sa 3-1 kami kagabi. Sabi ko, wala last game daw siya, nung ano, siguro mga alas 4, alas 5.
And let's get your take, guys, on the
Last game daw para hindi siya 3. Nalo, sabi ko, sa pati, para tangin na, panabla.
Setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important. It's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Porzingis, taken away by Williams.
Hindi maano.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Uy, kala ko sasala eh.
It's all about effort.
Kalma.
He's had nothing handed to him. When he wants something, this man takes it.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander covered.
Uy,
Shot by
tayo.
Holiday, no good. The Thunder with the lead. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Tatum against Williams. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup.
Nice choice of Leo Square. Dapat tinaas ang malalang kamay.
Now it's ended over to the sidelines.
Wala may depensa naman yan eh.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trust in the
Ang ina mo.
From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer.
Anong open na ano dun, no?
Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here's White after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Tumadoro pa this way.
Upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Now, Caruso. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Krills the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Mr. Porzingis. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. A three.
Three of his own for Tatum.
What's up?
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's stolen by
Hindi pwede talagang pumaasa nung ganun lang.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock.
Asa.
Misses the lane.
Nice D.
Boston's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brett, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Later.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's
Ayaw kasing mag-switch, pero buti na lang.
with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
Caruso with the steal.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Williams kicks to
Walang nakuha.
Close to making the defense pay.
2 times stilan ako.
Williams with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boleh mo.
And Williams with the stop.
What a jam by Williams, just springing off the
Buto
floor
eh.
and throwing it down.
Celtics trail by 4. Over in the corner, White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Williams with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander shoots over White.
Lakas na yung block. Yung lakas talaga. Yung nasasabihin ko palang malakas block niyan eh.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
And the turnover again by Boston. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Celtics second, in third, the Thunder.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caruso with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance.
Told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And so White will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. They'll face the Lakers after this.
Tignan mo, ba't tin-slow ko yun?
Oklahoma City now. They're on a 13-5 run. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play.
Jalen.
Player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G slam cam. To the right side. Holmgren wide open. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. And Gilgeous-Alexander.
Asa, sabi sa'yo, wala kas block niyan eh.
Round the pass to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now.
Muli.
The numbers in their favor. Williams for 3.
Oy.
It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Brown with a screen on Caruso. Inside.
Outed pa.
2 free throws coming up. And the league giving a bit more leeway, as a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 20 to the inside. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous Alexander. Gilgeous Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Screen by Porzingis. Holiday against Gilgeous Alexander. White left side. An easy 2 points on the way.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
Ay, sito mo. Wala tayo pa na magkalaban.
Holiday against Gilgeous Alexander. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The game now all-time. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his second in this quarter. So far this game, and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. And a wide open look for Gilgeous Alexander.
Ilan mo, dali na naman ako sa ganun.
Gilgeous Alexander's got 23 points. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Williams against Tatum. Porzingis has the open look. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous Alexander against Holiday. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Foul?
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Gilgeous Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
The kick out to Williams.
Ganda ng depensa talaga ng boss.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ganda ng depensa.
Over in the corner, Dort.
Yan, napaganda pa.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Tatum. And here's White. Right side, Porzingis. Shoots the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance.
Okay lang. Grabe yan. Napapatukan yun. Wala ka na dyan? Kasi? Lul. Pwede. Alam ko meron pa akong isa eh. Akin yun. Ilan na nabot ko? 2.
Welcome, fellas. What a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA.
He's on the floor to do one thing right now, make free, and he's done it tonight. That's why he's so valuable to this team. How many threes you going to hit in the second half? Stay tuned. We shall see.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
When you've got 2 great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof. Roof, roof.
2 big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Yan na. Tayo mo sa tattoo, hindi pa namang Nakikita mo ba yung mga tiro niya kanina?
We saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed.
Kanina nga po kung anong yan, ayop eh. Yung mga padali niyang crossover, sabay step back na malinis.
But he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
So the Thunder 5 right now in the backcourt. We'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward position. And it's Holmgren in at the center.
And Holiday playing some unpredictable ball there. Remarkable getting into the air with that shot fake.
Both free throws good from Holiday. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails the wide open jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
And here we go. Williams with a clean look, drains the jumper to finish the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to White. Porzingis with the ball. That ball is good for another field goal. His 60 is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
There are nights where Porzingis really looks like
This
time it's in the mid-range.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 27. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Brown. Second shot opportunity. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from
Nabalik pa. Tagal mong wala. Boston yan. Yung nakakabahan ba yan? Mga kayo kabahan.
Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. Holmgren's got 8 points.
There are only a few players who could hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Williams against Tatum for the lead, and the Celtics
linis nun. Uy, kapos. Hindi, kapos lang. Taas kamay ako nun eh. Baka nga nabot na tao.
Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Buta tayo, buta tao. Yun.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to
miss a shot that's in that close. Yung Caruso to.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Williams a screen on Holiday. The kick out to Williams. Connects from the three-point range.
What?
Williams has got his third basket of the night right there.
Great timing on that play, and Williams with no wasted motion.
Porzingis with a screen on George. Brown the pass to Porzingis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. About 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jalen yan. Pasok. Tignan mo yan. Ay.
About the agility of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, able to get around that inside contact.
Out to White. Back to Holiday.
Mali, oh.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Shoots over George. Brown, no good.
Very tight ang puta.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. The lead is 2. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now, here's George.
Done.
And
nice.
on the shot, so he'll be shooting. A chance chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Inside. Here's Holiday. Uses the pass to finish the layup. And that's now 6 points for Drew Holiday.
It's a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance to open up right there, he's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis against Holmgren. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Dort.
How about Dort just rising up and getting to the rim?
Williams against Tatum.
Pinektusan din ako. Pinektusyon din.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
Bawal.
And he lays it straight in. Holmgren's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now here's Tatum. 2 points for him.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these opportunities. He's dealing with the contact much better.
May pag-asa to, may pag-asa. Pag nanalo to, sunod-sunod na naman talo na ito.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes.
Change team to, change team.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Now here's Caruso.
Asa.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard. Surprising, it's such a tight game.
Malayo eh, gilis eh.
And the Celtics with possession here. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Brown.
If you get Dort in a wrestling match, he's going to win. He's playing physical D now.
And not a night
Wala.
he's going to want to remember.
Wala, nakabilis. Bumalik sa normal yung release ko dun na. Kalimutan ko.
Listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor.
Patay ka na. Tingnan mo.
On paper,
Ako pala yung patay.
He's bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise.
Isa pala. Pwede pang gamitin.
Recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nifty move. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half. And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Outside Holiday. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
All na naman yun.
Let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul.
Yun yung nabat ko sa'yo kanina, di ba? Ako na.
Where the officials can review in closer. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get an appreciation for the speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Tatum, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. The three. Tatum no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Leading by 5. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 assists now tonight. Now here's White. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Williams against Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder leading by 8. From downtown, trains the That's 10 points here for Jalen Williams.
There has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light for three-point land.
And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with a miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. To end the drought. And with that,
face to face.
Tatum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
Butata si Holiday. Third na ba? Fourth na ba? Fourth na agad? Mga ano si...
Boston shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday. That's the Boston 5. Pull up Shai. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Celtics trail by 8. Holiday dishes to Brown. Back to Holiday. To the inside. Porzingis.
Wow, alas, ano.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm.
Ang pumatsiyan Porzingis
get the ball to an open teammate.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Brown outside. The Celtics keep it
going.
Ay, tayo na sasaluhin mo second shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday for 3. Williams.
Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now here's Brown. To the paint. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a very good one and converts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the second half.
another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but it's important to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Nako, di ko na tempo.
At stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Asa.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting it
Asa, dot ka lang.
Tatum's got 27 points.
Walang foul tayo nung yan.
A few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Poked away.
Oy! Oy! Bah! Holiday yan.
Just exploding to get out in transition.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Boom! Malapin!
White's got 5 assists in the game.
He can be just lethal.
Papalagyan.
Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Here's
Ay, wala. Tangin lang yan. Wala eh. Kapit lahat kasi.
And the Thunder lead by 10. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 3-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Yan.
That's 3. The Celtics have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. And White kicks to Tatum. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder leading by 10. Takes the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Down low. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And the rejection.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Holiday. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, wow.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Here's the break.
Bobo.
Back to Tatum. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder leading by 10. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, Boston. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Six on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot.
You see the rest of the team just feeding off of what Drew Holiday is giving them defensively.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's Brown
missing. Late na naman
if he
yan.
wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Caruso with the steal. Outside Williams. Buries the one. Williams has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Thunder.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Right side Tatum. It's stolen by Jordan. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. The fader.
Naman, Jalen. Ano? Sure na yung pagkatalo. Mahirap ko.
And Boston with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him.
Wow, late na naman.
At least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Tagal tumira. Tagal. Ano naka-down na ako nun
by 15.
Parang may delay na ilang segundo.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Porzingis with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points. So it's the Celtics now. Outside Holiday.
Dalaga.
Got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And tonight's very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball, dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here. These are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Tatum with it. Dort covering. Tatum passes to Porzingis, looking to end the run. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Taken away by Holiday. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday.
Okay.
From deep 3-point land, an absolute three-point range.
Palogo din, palogo.
Celtics decide to talk it over.
Palogo.
3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Malayo kayo mga kasi pero tiparo nun eh.
Plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so.
Yun ang naip mo eh. Ano to? Eh, iba yun. Tangin mo ikaw yun eh. Dol. Tangin mo yan. Ano ba yun?
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David, this is Kevin Rose along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ikaw eh. Palogo. Sayang. Lakas ni Williams, walang supply sa 3, pati ni Dort. Bagay, libre yung mga tira mo na yan eh. Ang pantay. Ito si Tatum eh, kung face to face eh. Ito. Nay. Una to. Ito ba? Libre to. Ganda ng tira ni Brown din eh. Yan si Brown, di mo na yan. Ano yan? Hindi, ang bagal kasi. Yung mababagal release, di na kailangan yan. Yun. Ito. Basag to, basag. Oh, tiyo mo. Tama, Bin. Tama sa AI mo. Ewan ko, ikaw yan. Tayo. Grabe, no. Nakakaiwan yung stuff. Pero pag ginagawa ko parang...
Yung up lang ba yun?
Anong up? Hindi, yung una. Pinutol ko. In-up down ko na. Ganun lang naman up down eh. Ito yung pag sa ganung stance. Uy. Okay, game. Sige, bili ka na.
Pelicans.
Alexis, your guy had a rough go.
Hirap ang ano na yun. Tempo talaga. Try ko nga wala. Hindi sure. Pero feeling ko, ito talaga yung ano ng two-way. Oh. Isa pa.
Depende sa usap na tao.
Pas naman. Taka lang. Mayroon pala the last. Ang magandang animation. Kaso halatang titira eh, no? No? Daling habulin, ng bagal pa. Ha? Kaya yun, basta hindi ka lang maiilang. Minsan kasi nakakailang pag ano eh. Iba rin kasi naman si Luka eh. 97 yun eh. Ano malakas pa kay Tato mo? 95 na si Tato mo. Champion team. Vietnam. It's been orange ka. Pangkirin kayo, Bisaya. It's been.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Leisurely way to spend the Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. Back to Tatum. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, a really deep three that time.
And just a beautiful-looking shot from long range.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a three-point game. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ito wala kasing defense. I mean, ano yun, nasa yun sa ano. Pag tumakaw yun, matik eh. Alam niyo eh. Ayaw practice eh.
Because once he does, he makes you pay.
To the paint. Puts up a three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And here's Caruso outside. Boston with a rebound.
Ay, gago, hindi ko pala nakuha.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket. So let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Kick out to Brown. And stolen by Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. Williams, a screen on White. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slow start for them offensively.
Whitey!
They need to be more patient.
Tumabal na ako noon, pero hindi ko pa dinidikit masyado yung isa. Tangin nun nga. No-open na naman yun.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. That one drops. He ties it up. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Holiday from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside Tatum. Outside White.
Nice.
Tatum slams it home.
Baby.
Great move by Tatum.
Favorite. Tatum lagi dari sa mga ganun.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Favorite.
Goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Basic.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket. Tatum draws the double. Pass to Porzingis. A deep three.
Fast.
Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander against White with the fadeaway. That's his fifth miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. The Celtics have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Outside Porzingis. From deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried.
Porzingis makes it really
Pumesta pa nung matindi.
because now they have to cover all the way out there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clear look.
Back to Holiday.
Nice
And he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Holiday's fire, tough to keep up.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pumesta din ng maayos.
Outside, inside, in between, doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. Outside White. Fires the three. Boston again missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. And another 3.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up.
Celtics trail by 3. Three-pointer Holiday. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Shoots over White. Out left to the wing.
Nice.
From Holmgren. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics shooting 33% in the first quarter. Holiday passes to Porzingis. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Holiday. Lets the three fly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot.
Oh, yun na naman eh.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede. Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
The shot from 20 feet out. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 3. To get back on track.
A strong, fearless defender. Dort doesn't back down from taking chances and going after spots.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it falls all over the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Holiday finds Porzingis.
Roy.
And the shot is assist by Holiday.
Outstanding floor awareness from Holiday. He knows exactly when one of his guys has been left uncovered.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Makes
him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Holiday passes to White. Now Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Thunder with a lead. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Launches it. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Kakainis, ang hirap ng tira na yan ng bubal. Yung animation kasi ang ganda lagi, kala mo pasok na.
Williams, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Boston pulls it in. Tipped. Outside Tatum. Holmgren with the and that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and all around the rim that time before dropping. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder.
Pag-iigot pa lang niya eh. Wala, ubos na yung point 8.
2K Sports right after this.
Bilis pa. Hindi, may bilis talaga kung Eagles. Tumakbo. Lagi siya eh. Pag na-screen nun eh. Ang laki pa, puta. Kaya kahit meka-take,
to the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel.
Know your personnel. Singis, oh. Tama, ginawa sa'yo. Pwesto pa. Pwesto lang, Ano? Kaya mo, hindi, wala mismatch din. Kaya masarap ngayon sa tuwa pag mismatch tas malaki yung titira yun ang screen yan. Ako po. Wala na, grabe. Dami, sunod. Jump. Tangin na.
Far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. In at forward, it's Dort and Williams. And it's Holmgren in the center, filling out the middle. Tatum against Williams. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. Holiday's got 5.
Tiniwan mo. Ang layo Sino inaantay mo doon?
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hindi kinuha.
Last touch by White.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And the Celtics shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Screen by Holmgren. From deep three-point range.
Planted deep, and it's deep, sabon buunan mo.
He has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
White. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Three-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Slow. Pinashoot sana yun kahit tight
Gilgeous-Alexander against Porzingis. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. He parries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. You look at Gilgeous-Alexander, active hands. He's second in the NBA in steals. And, of course, Alex Caruso doing some great work. A guy who will swipe the ball from you. Top 5.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Thunder leading by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad
Nice one.
It's good on the putback. Porzingis has got 7.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Boston on D. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, hello. SGA with the hammer.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kickability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter.
I see.
He has so much gravity to his game.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
White, the pass to Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot.
Hello there.
Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Out to the right wing.
Uy, kala ko lang bantay.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing.
He's coming by Holiday.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Tatum finds White. And there's the screen. Here's Holiday. No good on the shot. Solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Launches a 3.
Back to back.
Offensive rebound.
Long tao.
Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Yes!
Hindi pa na-foul.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Brown scanning the floor. Three-pointer, Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here's Porzingis. He's got 7. Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday has the open look.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis passes to Tatum. And no good. The dry spell continues. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. They grab their own miss. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 34.
He's got a solid rhythm going from the perimeter. 3 triples in the first quarter, and now 3 more since.
Back to White. Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on Brown. Fires it. Again, Oklahoma City.
Parang mas okay si Bantay.
Naiiwan the ball.
The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. He blocks a fair amount of shots.
And for the defense, that is a sinking moment. When you see him wide open from beyond the arc.
Williams, a screen on Brown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to White. Outside Porzingis. Now Tatum, the 3. And again, Boston with the triple. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
White looking it over. Outside Porzingis. Back to White. And stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And stolen by Holiday. Pass to White. Inside, Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Shot on the wing.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, hounded by Tatum. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 9. Holiday with the ball, and it's Dort picking him up. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Misses the dunk. The Thunder shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss there. Well, the Celtics shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Down low. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Williams passes to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Holiday from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. 4-3. And that's misses at the buzzer. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder out in front, up by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
See. BL.
And fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's been all about SGA. This guy's slicing and dicing out there. Great feel for his shots. And his teammates are looking for him.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
last game
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, now that he's established that defensive presence, guys think
the perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum from long range. Tatum!
And nice shot by Tatum. Answering the
linis nun. Yun yung ginagawa niya sa Lakers kanina.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Tatum finds Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Lots of development work has gone into
Advance mag-isip.
Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Celtics trail by 8. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Caruso outside. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
A
big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And making.
Uy, pababa. Wait, so mahaba pa. So, ilang yan.
3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
White, the pass to Brown. Dort with a steal.
So obvious.
Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48. Boston has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And Holiday powers it home.
Holiday saw the opening and took full advantage.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. That's tipped.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White.
Libre, nag-switch ang dalawa.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Fades. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 16. Now Brown. Pass to Porzingis. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by White. White's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Left side, Tatum. Outside, Brown. The 3-ball. The Thunder with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Holiday. And stolen by Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Back to Holmgren. Tries again. Look at Chet using his size inside. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso, the open look. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Porzingis for 3. It doesn't go for him. Thunder leading by 17. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hard to down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, Stan, coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6.
Automatic yun. Naalip yun pag ganun play niya.
Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. He got it again. Sensational.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Three-pointer Holiday.
Naku po, talaga. Lahan na naman, another loose game.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple.
Yeah, boy.
White's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Porzingis against Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, sweet move. And it's good on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 54 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier. If they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The 3.
Grabe yun. Tignan naman ako.
White's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Celtics trail by 21. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Brown. And that one drops for him. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just Jaylen Brown. Put it in the work. Getting close.
Oklahoma City leading by 17. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Holiday. White, the pass to Tatum. Brown with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Tatum. Brown's got 8 points.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Outside, Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Brown.
Hindi pa kasi dumiretso.
On the wing, Holiday.
Shoot mo.
And the Celtics
back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And Oklahoma City shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to Dort. Williams against Tatum. Caruso, right side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Williams, a screen on Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 57 points. Porzingis for 3. And so it's Oklahoma City up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Cheat niya na.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 14. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics shooting 34% thus far in this game. Tatum can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. From the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. White on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, another basket.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, defended by Brown. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, another bucket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Dort against Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown, a strong finish.
Terrific finish there for Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Holiday finds Brown. Left side Holiday. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Porzingis high post. Holmgren's there. There's Tatum with the 3. Sends it.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 16. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. White for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. White can't hit.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is screen on White. From deep, Gilgeous, and again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with them.
Williams with the screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 16. Kick out to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis is... The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. And the jam by Brown.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Boston on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Back to White. Outside Tatum.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades back. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 11. Oh, a deep three from Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Williams has got 9 rebounds now.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The Celtics have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. From behind the arc. Caruso grabs the board. Caruso's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. White with a steal. Here we go. And here's Brown for 3. And
Brown.
Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Brown. Dort outside. And here is Williams. Pounded by Tatum. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits yet again. Wow.
What a game from him.
Lakas talaga, tanga pa.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Screen by Holmgren. From deep.
Loko.
And another
King
one.
Inong yun.
Real. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
From 13, Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 13.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Thunder.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
All the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
Boston pulls it in. It's Brown on the wing. Williams defending. There's Tatum with the three. Williams grabs the ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City takes this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson.
16, no? Dami. Sino? Panginang yan. Hindi naman pwedeng gano'n. Madami na nga yan, 16 eh. Sa'yo madami. 20 yung attempt eh. 29. Sayang ako, dami kong tres pala, no? Halos labas lahat eh. Ano mo? Bobo na quit ko. Tang ina, hindi pa ako nananalo dito ah. Guys. Ano ba? Hindi pa tayo nananalo. Isang talo lang to. At sunod na to. Hanggang sa hindi na siya kumpiyansa ulit sa ano. Magsasans niyan. Sans na ako, sunod na ito.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. The players' final few moments to prepare for the Ratings Now, here's a look at the last few months of assist numbers for Jason Tatum.
The trend they've got to be pleased about is how many more assists he's been racking up. He's developed a pass-first mentality, and as well as he's been dishing it, that's a very good sign. All the guys around him are loving playing with him with the way things are going.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in its shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, in the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the small forward. On the wing, Brown. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Tatum for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum.
Shit.
Alexander, good. Here we are, Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
He just looks off this point. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
And the 3 ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown. A tremendous two-way
buti nga maayos nang mag-free throw to dito eh. Sa 24 eh, gago. Ang hirap i-ano na ito. Hindi, para i-supply.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Porzingis finds Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the 76ers.
And playing up up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
There's Brown with the three. That one's not going to go. Nice defense from George.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yes,
No good on the three.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's White. The three from Tatum.
Doon pala yun.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Kaso si ano kasi bantay nun.
Check in with our reporter,
Si Carus.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum. He said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. That's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From past the arc. Rebound Boston. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
Caruso with the steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Stolen by Holiday. Got a piece of it. Poke loose. Stolen by Holiday. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there's not much.
Wala, naman daw pasa mo. Pinasa mo agad.
Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brown. That's tipped.
Quite simply, Lu Dort is an elite defender. Plays hard, smart, great wingspan, which we just saw him use there.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And the Thunder, another three. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Oklahoma City?
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
Yeah, and such a great job of being active and aggressive with their hands. They're just putting ball handlers on their heels.
Clock at 4. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
No.
And that one's good.
Defense a step slow. You can see the result.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
One of the most unselfish players in this league. That's a nice pass from Drew.
Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Corners off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Brown with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Celtics passing it around. No good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump. Even
beyond the arc. 12 straight points off of 3-pointers.
12 straight points.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Tatum, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Inside, Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by White. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tatum against Williams. Puts up a three. Tatum's shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. We look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for three. That shot off. Celtics trail by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Celtics shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold.
You
don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
To the inside. Here's Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. It's over Holmgren.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Brown. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Celtics trail by 16. And they double up Brown. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Tatum. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5 now.
Tatum's become very good at finding high percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
Tatum against Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Holmgren with a screen on White. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Tatum. That will count. He nails the buzzer.
One eye on the rim. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a lot of margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the one. Now Brown after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis finds Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Williams.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands, too.
And then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt, too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
And here's Brown. After the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. team with very little pressure.
Never miss.
Perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's White. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And it was an unselfish day for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander after the missed 3 from Derek White. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Natulak pa.
Dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So, 97 ba yung ayop na yan? Tapos pa kala Lebron eh. Luka tsaka Doncic ano lang eh, 96 eh.
To stop the run. Boston again missing.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Williams a screen on White. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 21. And White kicks to Brown.
It's
the 3-point bomb.
37 na, 19 pa din ako.
Zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fight.
Wala, hindi pwede pa kaya sa actually player.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So it's the Celtics now. The Thunder making the shot. Brown outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, good with the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against a slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Shoots. White with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 20. Fires from way outside. He can't hit that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice ball movement by Boston.
Uy, ba't maatras?
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tangina, paabot na halo sa ano? Backcourt. Yeah. Oh. Go.
So hard to guard him without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their 1st, 2nd, and even 3rd year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years. Guarding Tatum is just a major problem.
And they're getting to the line a lot this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he makes both free throws. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 31. Williams a screen on Howard. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Brown outside. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. Brown the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Boston again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim, making excellent use of that height inside.
Knocks it loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 33 points for him. No one covered. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. And they'll get another chance. Back to Tatum. Outside White. White.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Celtics trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Deflects the pass. Here's Tatum driving in.
First step by Tatum, then look out.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He has 35. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
The three from Tatum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Williams can't hit. Celtics trail by 21. And the dunk by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple. Dort passes to Williams. Jacks up a three. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Here's Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now here's White from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Dort to screen on Holiday. With the teardrop. Williams against Porzingis. Williams gets to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they blow the whistle.
Nice one.
He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And here is Brown. 9 points in the game so far. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And the officials.
Nice.
Violation. Not very careful there. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Celtics second, in third, the Thunder.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
The shot by Holiday. Oklahoma City. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. To the paint. By Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls.
And the call.
Animation.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Basa pa yun eh.
Work at the line a season ago, 83% on his opportunities.
What you love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true teammate. He's selfless and just wants to see his whole squad win. Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Launches it. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's tipped. The kick out to Holiday. That's to Porzingis. And so we wrap up the first half. Out in front, up by 12. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Kasi ito mo yan, malamang. Oo.
I think for Oklahoma City, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Boston Celtics.
And
that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Jordan and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Jrue.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 39.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Williams against Tatum. Right side, Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Brown. Right side Tatum. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. With the drive. And Holiday throws it down.
You know that has to get the team going. Holiday's teammates love when he goes up strong.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Caruso, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. From the top of the key, he buries it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter. Holiday dishes to White. The tray. The Thunder pull it in.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Williams with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander and stolen by Tatum. Stolen by Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander fires the 3, and it's White with the rebound.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Outside, Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following through Holiday's 3-point attempt, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
And now look at Jason Tatum here, coming off a terrific season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And here are the
Thunder.
Two-run, not allowing much. Pass to Holmgren. Over White. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 15. Fires away from way outside. And it's White missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him from deep 3-point territory. Rebound by the Celtics.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder leading by 15. Over to the left wing. Caruso gets to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston's gotten 1 of 6 corners to drop since scoring in the locker room at halftime.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 43 points in the game. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. White, wide open. He fired. And another miss by Boston. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 10-2. Deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you lose.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Fires away from outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 20, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Down low, here's Holiday. Here's White. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. White's got 8 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. Yet another bucket. Gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter.
Oh, tangin mo, no. Piyak na piyak ka doon, tumumba pa yun. Force, tingnan mo. Doon ko parang tumumpe. Tumba. Wala, iluto eh. Hindi nga ba. Ayan no, pang ina, di ba?
Has fallen a bit short. It's not because of him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. To the paint. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. 1:27 left in the third. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. At the elbow, Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Literally.
1:12 left there in the third quarter. To the inside. Out to White from outside the arc. The rebound goes to the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's the 3. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. To the middle. Here's Brown. George's got his first on this one. Taken away by Holiday. Out to Porzingis. There's the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's George. Tatum against Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Outside Holiday, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Boston. In the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Here's Brown after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good team by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 19-point game. Sweet move. And it's by White. Porzingis with the ball. Dort covering. And Porzingis gets the three. Porzingis has got 20 points.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the corner. 5 to shoot. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just the right spot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 55.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Really left alone that time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And stolen by Tatum. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Daya naman nun.
Absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. The shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Here's Brown for 3.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Hits it again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans have been reliving this game for a long, long time. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Shoots. It's another bucket.
Make that 61.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Siyempre, walang rebound sa labas.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on it, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
Positive motherfucker.
You can just see the frustration growing.
Ina mo siya ina mo. Dapat steady dito maging wrestling eh. Nagulping ko yan.
Up to the most threes in a game in franchise history. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most...
Wala pa naman. Ay, kanina mga bata. Ay, kanina kahapon pala.
Impactful player in the NBA.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Now, here's Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. The three from Tatum. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Celtics. Holiday's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer. The kick out to Tatum. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He is single-handedly the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
It's stolen by Dort. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Here's Brown. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. There's the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Ayos na depensahan.
Oklahoma City leading by 22. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Good question, Kelly. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will.
Yun 6 steal. Holiday.
Caruso can really get up and down that floor.
Celtics trail by 21. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Caruso. And stolen by White. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And the basket by Tatum.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together. The
deficit
still large.
Although.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of space. Count it.
He's looked practically unstoppable.
Hindi nagbabago release niya pag
The
gano'n.
defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Pass to Williams. And here is Caruso.
Umano na si Tango.
Alexander bangs on the trifecta.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has
got
to do a better job of staying.
Long still na yan, dami na.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects again.
He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 8.
From distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And he's tied Kirby's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
It's tipped.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their
first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Tatum. That's to Porzingis. Fires the three. No good on the shot.
Slow quarter.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just
Pasindi. Kasi pasindi na lang ako. Lakas takin lang yan. Ayop eh. Gago si Shai. Ang hirap pa na yun.
Kaso naman Shai. Kaso naman Shai eh. SP lang Jay mo. Last go to na ito ng tope.
Oo. Solid blow.
Nagsunod niya. Nagsunod niya sa isang dia. Baling locks. Sa ngayon, habang pupunta ako.